Well, we're finishing the year in a very strong note relative to Miami-Dade. Things do change relative to industries, but the Miami-Dade economy and South Florida in general has been doing relatively well, with the U.S. economy a major driver leading the industrial countries. And that continues to be the case as we enter the final quarter of the year, which is positive for us in terms of momentum for 2020. The global economy is soft though, and that obviously has impacted some sectors of the Miami-Dade economy, especially in areas related to international trade, for example, foreign direct investment. But let's talk a little bit about the various sectors of the economy. You can see how well we're doing. On the positive side, Miami-Dade has become more diversified over the last 10 years. So no longer we depend on construction, agriculture, and the visitor industry. Visitor industry is still one of the key industries that will continue to be in Miami-Dade. But at the same time, we see growth in employment in the 4 or 5% range in educational services, especially higher ed. We have become a higher ed center. We see that in healthcare, health services, the hospitals. Foreign visitors come to take care of their health here in Miami-Dade. We also see the growth of what I call the knowledge-intensive industries like professional and business services. Technology is doing very well. The Emerge Americas conference done in 2019 set all kinds of records, up 40% in attendance compared to in economic impact compared to what they started in 2014, and that's helping to explode the ecosystem of the technology sector among other investors that are coming in that area. So startups, we're a very entrepreneurial economy. So overall, we are, as we move into 2020, there are many cylinders that are moving us in the positive direction. On the negative side, obviously, there is some slowdown in construction-related activity, especially multifamily units. We have a high inventory of multifamily units. Many of them are now for rental as opposed to for sale. Foreign investors coming into buying our real estate have slowed down a bit because of the scrutiny concerning the Panama Papers and other issues related to anti-money laundering, et cetera, et cetera. So what we find then is a fine-tune, but the bottom line is the rest of the year, you see continued growth in payroll employment. Actually, we're growing at a pretty good clip in terms of payroll employment at over 2% a year, which is better than the nation in terms of the Miami-Dade economy. And we do see the sectors of the economy, this diversification, continuing to do better for us as we move forward. The issues related to the global economy are of concern, especially the recent and ongoing trade dispute with China, which is a major trade partner on the import side of Miami-Dade and South Florida. And we hope that the trade issues are resolved in the near term, since they are starting to impact the importation of products and the pricing of those products coming in from China. So trade issues is one factor. The other factor we're looking at for 2020 is, or a lot of part of this year actually, into 2020, is Brexit, the exit of the United Kingdom from the European Union, because the UK is a major trade and investment partner here in South Florida. So we do need, as a business executives, we do need to track both the positive, the economic diversification that has taken place in Miami-Dade, the fact that we have economic momentum going into 2020, but at the same time there are some what we call headwinds, like the trade issue that I mentioned, Brexit being another one. The Washington Economics Group is very pleased to be a chamber member and work closely with the chamber, and we track very closely these economic developments. That's our bread and butter relative to our business as advisors. And we wish you a very successful end of year and a very good 2020.